Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Today seemed like a very poignant day to talk about transitions. Last week we talked about mustering the courage to follow the next new thing, and then that often invites new possibilities, new opportunities. Today seemed like a poignant day because, for me anyway, for my kids, it's the last day of school. And the last day of school always comes, I know, for me and for my kids, with a mixed bag of emotions. There is joy, there is delight, there's excitement, there's relief, and there's also grief and sadness. So I want to talk a little bit about that because I have seen so many people, and I've experienced this myself, where let's say you're in a job that's not doing you any good. You are ready to leave. It is time to go. You find a new job. You're super excited and you leave. And in those final days in your current role, even though you are so happy to get out of there and you can't wait for the next new thing, that period of time is often filled with grief. You may feel really sad, like tears may just well up suddenly. Um, that that phenomenon is quite normal, and we can often say, like, "Why am I upset? I'm so happy to be leaving. I'm actually really grateful to be moving on." And yet, this is where we can hold two emotions at the same time. We can hold the joy and the excitement for the future, and we can hold the grief and the sadness because something is coming to a close. So, whoops, let's mute my phone there for a sec. So, this is so normal. In fact, there's this model that I just love and adore from Bruce Tuckman way back in the 60s, who studied group dynamics. And there are different stages that groups go through for group dynamics. And so, just in brief, it's forming, storming, norming, and performing. Those are the ones he originally identified. And then later on, he added a fifth one. And that fifth one is called adjourning or mourning. He's got to rhyme it, right? So the adjourning part of it is like when things just come to the close, like you have to, clean out all your emails or clean out your desks and hand off projects and things like that. There's a time when there's a lot of logistical things to do, but it's also called, I'm making a slash there. It's also called mourning, mourning. And the reason why is because there's often sadness that comes, even if we're even if we're ready to move on, but especially if we've been really happy somewhere, we can dismiss it and be like, why am I so sad about a job? It's just a job, or it's just my kid's class, or it's just whatever the thing may be. We can try to say, oh, it's no big deal. But in fact, it often elicits a grief response. And so this is a time to just be gentle, to be aware, to know that that may be a part of what happens, because often we can feel sideswiped by it. It can show up kind of all of a sudden, and that's okay. It just means that there's a part of us that's acknowledging that a chapter in our life is coming to an end. A chapter in our children's life is coming to an end. And so while there may be excitement for the future, we can also hold those two opposing forces of excitement for the future and also the grief or the sadness that comes with it. And this is why I call it griefitude, right? Grief and gratitude, they are often intertwined. You kind of can't pull them apart because the grief just means there's so much that we're grateful for. And the gratitude for all the things we're grateful for often brings grief when it comes to a close. So I just want to, for all you parents out there, all you kids, all you people making transitions in your life, if you are feeling sideswiped by, wait, I'm so happy, but wait, I'm so sad, I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. And if you need any support for in the future around transitions and work and life, Reach out. I'd love to hear, one of the things that I've really been thinking about as we go along this summer is, what are you interested in? What are some of the topics that you would love for me to cover? What are some questions that you have? Because I've been making these videos for 3, 4 years now, and I want to hear from you. What are the things? What are the burning questions? I always love it when I get those. So some of you are watching on my Facebook page. So hello there. Some of you are watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all next week. Bye.